Hey guys, Mike Dean here with Dean Speed Customs, and I'm going to give this another go because of a little bit of a boomer moment, and social media was not my friend and cut it off early. So I'm going to be posting this whole video on our YouTube channel, so if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and head over there. Subscribe to us because we're going to be doing a lot more cool stuff there. So yeah, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, head on over to YouTube, subscribe, and wait for more. So let's get into it. So 2023 year was a big year for us, and we made a lot of big changes, and I'm pretty excited about the growth that we've been able to maintain. So with 2023, we moved into a much larger facility, the one you're seeing here. So this is about 5 times the size of our last building. So with that, we were able to become a lot more efficient with what we're able to do, as well as open up a lot more possibilities of what we're able to offer. So a couple of the big key points on what we were able to do with this new building is, one, get our lead times down. So we started, when we first moved back in June, our average lead time this is just across the board, it was 48 days from order to ship date. Now, as of today, we are averaging about 9 days. That's including your custom built handlebars, your custom built sissy bars, full system exhaust. So between in stock and custom built, the average lead time went from 48 days down to 9 days. We're pretty proud of that fact as well. So that's better for you guys. That means we are able to even stock more items. So we're actually working to stock the most popular stuff, like our crash bars, our mufflers, all kinds of accessories as well as add a bunch of new stuff on top of that. So that's another huge thing that we've been able to do in this last year. Another one that you guys seen is we are now doing our own machining in-house. So what does that mean for you guys? So that means we are able to offer a lot more options, as well as get you stuff faster and keep the prices the same, if not cheaper than they were before. Because that means that we're no longer farming it out to other machine shops. Nothing against them. It's just with farming it out, you have to work on the schedule. And the thing is, they have a bunch of other customers themselves that they have to service. So we're not their only customer. So we're basically had to fit in the mix, and if we're developing new stuff, if that's not their main bread and butter, it's kind of hard for them to get the priority on that. So with that, we take that in-house, and then now I am in charge of the development, programming, and the machining. So it means I have full control over that, to where we are able to produce new stuff faster. And as well as create the old stuff at a faster rate too, and we're able to maintain the quality, if not improve the quality on that kind of stuff. So that's a big thing, and we're super excited about that. And with that, we have a bunch of new products that we're going to be launching as well in regards to our machine line, because the time from concept to product in hand is on some stuff it was like a year and a half. Now it's like a couple weeks. Like if I can think about it, design it, and then program it, we can get that concept to working part way down, and that's more cool stuff for you guys. Another cool thing that we did is me and my dad actually teamed together, and we started our own powder coat business in this building. So powder coater was fine. It's just it was a delay. It was another step, another outsource, another thing that we had to rely on outside. And with that, it adds more lead times, it adds more cost, it adds more chance for error. So with us bringing it in-house, we are able to now control all of that and reduce those issues. So, but also, we don't just do Dean Speed products. So me and my dad, Jeff, teamed together to create J&M Coating. So if you're in the Phoenix area and you need something powder coated, hit us up. We specialize in automotive stuff because that's our background. He had a hot rod shop. We already know what I do. So we kind of specialize when it comes to like the automotive stuff, because we actually know the parts of our powder coating and what they do and what we need to mask off and stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool thing that we're working on. So once again, it's J&M Coating. So pretty excited about that. And then that's also be able to create for Dean Speed, you guys, we're able to maintain the quality on that, as well as offer some more options here coming soon as well. So pretty excited about that. Another thing too is for the longest time when we go to shows and events, we specialized in like your mid-range to your smaller bikes, or your Scouts, your Chiefs, your Softails, your Sportsters. That's kind of what we started Dean Speed off of. But every time we go to these shows, we'd be asked over and over and over again, hey, do you make something for my Road Glide? Hey, do you make something for my Chief? Hey, or Chief Dan, do you make something for my Challenger? Well, we decided enough is enough, and we are going to give you guys what you've been asking for, and we're stepping into the bagger market to start off with the Challenger here. So you guys already know that we started offering the Challenger crash bars, front and rear. The bag guards will fit pretty much all of the Indian heavyweight market. We offer sissy bars now, the quick release ones. Pretty excited about those. The fitment on those, I can't be happier with. They turned out awesome, and I'm super excited for you guys to start getting those on your bikes. The one coming down the pipe is going to be the pipes. We got slip-on mufflers in development right now. We're hoping to launch in the first quarter of 2024. So I got some on the Challenger here that we're testing out. Pretty excited about how they sound, and they look even better. So those will be coming out soon. So another product that I've been wanting to touch base on is our PIC rail risers. So with these, one of the main reasons why I had this concept is because I got a Lowrider S, and if you have a Lowrider, you know that the 2021s have the gauges on the tank right there. Or if you have a Chief or all that, your gauges are down low. And I like to wear a full face helmet just because history, and you can't be too safe these days, especially with people on the road. So I wear a full face helmet. But when you're looking at the gauges, you got to take your eyes all the way off the road in order to see them, because they're down here on the tank and your eyes are up here. So I wanted to move the gauges up there, but I did not like how they looked. So I thought about, all right, where's a good way to mount these on the risers? So being military background, first thing that came to mind was a Picatinny rail, like found on your AR or your M16, or pretty much any gun nowadays has a PIC rail or an M-LOK, and Picatinny rail is an open source design, so anybody can make attachments for it, which is the cool thing about it. So the options for attachments are pretty much unlimited. But the things that you're not going to find attachments at your gun store is a gauge mount. So that was one that was kind of holding us up for the longest time. So what we have now in the works is, with me being able to machine the stuff in-house, is I'm actually now able to make the components. So we are in development for a Chief gauge mount. It's going to be first on the line, and that'll allow you to have your gauge up top. It'll be fully adjustable. You can kind of put it forward, down. You can slide it up and down the rails, or you can put it on the bottom of the rails, wherever you want it. And then that also still leaves a ton of room for other options like GoPros, cell phone mounts, all kinds of stuff. If it fits on a Picatinny rail, it will fit on these risers. So the Chief one is going to be one of the first ones going down the line. Cool thing too is the Scout and the Chief, I found, have the same diameter and mounting for their gauges. So this setup will also work on your Scout if you have a triple tree adapter for the T-bars. And I'm going to keep everything modular too, so that way things are interchangeable. So if you have a 3.5 inch spacing or 100 millimeter spacing, these parts will be interchangeable and the fitment will be the same. So that way you can kind of mix and match to work with the setup that you have. But we're also working on a few other gauge setups as well. So for my Lowrider, I got the double pod gauges, which are going to be mounted up top here. Then we're also going to be offering the Harley single pod, as well as the digital gauge setup. And I picked up some Road Glide gauges. So we're going to be modeling off for the Road Glide as well. So that way we're going to be offering for just about all of the Harley line, as well as the Indian line as well. So we're trying to make these as adaptable and functional, and the most modular risers on the market, and the most functional risers on the market. So that was my goal when setting out to make the Picatinny risers. And we're actually getting some forward movement on those. I'm machining the swivels, the mount, and all this, and the gauge pods right now. So we're hoping to have all of these up and running here with all the attachments in the first quarter of 2024. So I'm going full steam ahead on those. One thing that we are going to be launching in January is the mini boards. So these are modeled after our pistol grip pegs. They have the same checkering except a little bit more aggressive. but it has twice the footprint area. So if you wanted mini boards, but you like the Picatinny or the pistol grip style, these are the thing for you, because they have the same lean profile. So you have the clearance when you're turning, a larger footprint area. They also work with the pistol grip adapters. So if you have the pistol grip pegs, you want to upgrade, what you can do is get the mini floorboards, put them on your front, and then we also have passenger peg adapters for the pegs, so you can put your ones that are on the front now on your passengers. So that way you don't have to buy them twice and then figure out what to do with them. You can keep them and then just move them and upgrade your fronts or whatever you want to do. It's your bike. I'm just kind of giving you options. So super excited about these. Like I said, they're going to be coming out in January. We got material for those in, and we're getting it prepped up, ready to run on the machine next. With that, we're trying to finish out the whole line. It's kind of hard to see this one because it is a 3D printed one, but it's going to be a shift peg or brake peg that matches your pistol grip pegs or your mini floorboards. So, and then we're also going to be offering soon, haven't designed it just yet, but we're going to be offering full-size floorboards as well for your Road Glides, your Challengers, your Chieftains, pretty much all of the ones that Harley or Indian make. We're going to be making full-size floorboards as well. So the goal is to basically make a full Dean Speed kit. One thing that I do want to do this year too is levers, like your brake and shift lever, or brake and clutch lever. So that's on the list as well. We got a lot of fun stuff that's coming down. We're also going to be doing Harley baggers as well. So we got crash bars, bag guards, slip-ons, full systems. Those are all coming down as well. So lots of cool stuff that we're working on. We're trying to offer as many options for you guys as possible, but keeping that Dean Speed quality that you already know and love. So I don't want to just half-ass it and just send it out there just because you get that cash grab. I'm not about that. I want the quality out there. So sometimes it takes me a little bit longer and I can be a little bit nitpicky about it, but the end result speaks for itself. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going for 2024. Super excited about that. Once again, like, I just want to reiterate that none of this is possible without you guys. Like, the customer is what pays the bills here. And I will never forget that. And that is one of the most important things for me is because I see it as if I'm one of you guys. Would I spend the money on this? If I got this in the mail, would I be happy to have it? And that's the motto that we live by here is the quality matters. Nitpick it like you paid for it, because you guys did. It's your hard-earned money. Like, I don't take that for granted. Like, this is your livelihoods. And with that, and because you trust that with us, I take that responsibility heavily. So once again, I want to thank you guys for another amazing year, and I look forward to an even better one next year. So if you have something that you want us to make for you guys, or have any suggestions for parts you think we should develop, let me know. Comment down below what you want, what you want to see from Dean Speed, and look forward to the next year with you guys. So keep that shiny side up. Have a good one.